100 men versus the gorilla. I got the gorilla. Who y'all got?
I got the gorilla, and he's real confident. This is one confident gorilla man.
know damn well I can't fight 100 men. But the first 5 that step up, best believe they're going to be on a T-shirt.
You know, SGA, 35 points, no assists.
Jalen Brunson needs to win a championship.
I know Eddie
Why
Hall.
he hangs out with Eddie Hall, right? Yeah, I know these guys.
Hey, everybody, it's the Real Spill Podcast, man. Welcome. Last night was the playoffs, game 4, and man, OKC took this one by far. You know, they were favored to win at the home of Indiana, which was kind of crazy, you know, because Indiana won the last game.
What y'all think about the playoffs?
It was crazy to see OKC come back in the fourth. They did their thing. Indiana was up all third quarter. So,
Yeah,
you know, SGA, 35 points, no assists.
no assists.
What y'all think SGA needs
wild.
to do to win this next game, though, man?
One, probably pass the ball a little more, but definitely drop over 30 to beat
Drop
Indiana.
over 30, you know, and I'm going to say, like, I believe it was the third quarter because I watched the game real hard at Buffalo Wild Wings, man. Shout out Buffalo Wild Wings. They had some pretty good wings. And, you know, the thing about this was he had 14, and I want to say the third. So that's when he comes alive in the fourth quarter. So I don't know where he got this mentality from, who he looked up to, but he dropped 30.
Final score 111 to 104. Tyrese Halliburton was doing real good with shooting jump shots and being aggressive. What surprised you most about the Pacers winning against OKC compared to the last 2 games before that when they lost?
Well, you're talking about game 3?
Yeah.
It was a home game. That's what was surprising.
Home game, Halliburton turned up. I think he had like 14-7 or 12-7 in the first half. So he was killing them.
He kept the momentum up, and that's what you got to do with this mentality when it comes to this basketball game. It's a fast-paced game. You know, they're not going to be sitting down for a long time because they need the bench to come up in there. But at the same time, you know, these guys are starters. They're pros, man. And it took hard work to even get to the finals where the place they're at right now. So the whole thing about it is now they're tied up, and guess what? It's anyone's game.
What do you think Benedict Mathurin needs to work on in order to win this next game, bruh?
I mean, he was a great role player coming off the bench and then scoring, what was it, 20-something for him last night. And he was nice. But, I mean, the Indiana's so deep. They have so many different guys that come off the bench and that are just not their star player that will lead their team in scoring. So
The bench role play is really big and huge when it comes to this team because, hey, look, they have no bench, then they have no scorers. So they got to keep the momentum and keep up with the starters because the starters are role players, you know, and that's where it really starts. Who's going to get the job done? Who's going to score the first points? You know, Vegas really went up last night with this betting, and I'm pretty sure people won, and I'm pretty sure people lost. But this shit right here is a toss-up, man. It's like a coin flip when it comes to this game right here.
Chet Holmgren was having his way on the first half, wasn't he? Miles Turner got him out of there, though.
He's a big body, man.
How did Miles Turner do him like that, though?
I mean, he's it's in his genes. He's a brother, you know what I'm saying? Chet, I'm pretty sure he's European. He's built like Durant, and I'm pretty sure they have a lot of comparisons because they were on the same team once upon a time. Right? Now, but this guy, he stays in shape. He gets the job done. He's a 7-footer. He can get dunks in. He can get assists. He can shoot it. He can do anything. He can dribble. Now, man, but this Turner guy at home, he's a beast. You're not going to push him out of his way.
I mean, he really has to work on finesse, but Miles Turner's too strong for him. Like Chet's skinny. He's a little body.
And that's true. You know, this Miles Turner guy, he is in the weight room, okay? He's doing legs, man. He's doing body. He's doing triceps. He's getting his work in just to get that ring, man. He wants that big ring around his finger, man. championship vibes. Okay.
Look, man, I think that. Do you think Halliburton is going to have to face some difficulties in tomorrow's game?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Who's the worst player that he's going to have to defeat?
I mean, they throw so many different players at him, like Caruso, Jalen Williams, Lou Dort. I mean, there's a lot of people guarding Halliburton. And then last game, you seen they're trying to smother him and not let him do his thing, see an open man or take an open shot. So,
and I also noticed that they had a role of where they wanted to double team this guy, like as if he was Reggie Miller, because Reggie Miller was on the sideline with his son, cheering them on, along with a lot of different celebrities that were there. The entertainment level is really up the roof. So they have to keep this image up. They have to keep, their stamina up. And it's all about hard work and finesse at this point when it comes to the Pacers keeping their score up and actually winning at home, because, it doesn't feel good to lose at home at all. I noticed that.
he's playing basketball at the right way. I mean, he's getting his teammates involved. He's doing his thing. He's hit like 4 or 5 game winners in the playoffs, which is crazy. I think it's 5. He's hit 5 game winners.
5 game winners, man. That shit is really tough.
He's him.
It's real tough.
He's the most clutch player in the NBA right now.
Tyrese Halliburton is underrated, and I don't understand why he's underrated as far as everyone else that's on his team. He's a role player. He had 5 back-to-back game winner shots, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's just in the playoffs. So that tells you something. I'd rather have them speak about this guy as an overrated player like Harden, Leonard, LeBron, something that's up to par, because this guy is an NBA superstar.
I mean, well, last year he was voted most overrated player by his peers, and
wow,
he took offense to that. He said he was underrated.
So what do you think Miles Turner needs to work on tomorrow?
I feel like his spacing. I noticed this guy is a big man, but guess what? That's what the league is now. It's all about big 7-footers, 6 foot, whatever. And when they're at the top of the key, it gives the spacing. It's not about being on the high post anymore. It's not about being in the high post and the low post. It's about spreading out, being on top of the key. And, he drains those threes. When he has the chance to, he drains those threes. And he does not stop.
Cut. So you're telling me Miles Turner be draining the threes?
He drains those threes. He creates spacing. And everybody wants to leave him out on the top of the key like he cannot drain it. This guy can drain it from far away. You've seen him do it in previous games. You see where they're at in their position in the finals, right? Okay. Now, just because it's tied up now does not mean anything, because when the Pacers leave on the road to get to OKC's home, their crowd, let's be real, it's real nonchalant. Everybody sits down. Everybody's real cocky. And, Pacers come in there like, okay, that we got something to prove. And they want to get it done. And so that's where it comes from, man. It's all about how you're being treated. We're going to show them the Mamba mentality, It's real slept on. They have a lot of underrated players that I noticed, and they take offense to that. And they want to live up to their image and their character and their team playing role of winning this freaking finals.
I mean, like Damian or like D. Ross said, he can stretch the floor. He's a 7-footer that, creates good spacing for people to slash to the rim. He hits his threes when he's open, and that's what happened in the first 2 wins. So we're gonna see Game 5. The Pacers, they know they have to take that Game 5 so they can get home court advantage back and close it out in 6 if they're gonna win. But if it goes to OKC for Game 7, I don't know. And OKC might win the finals.
Now, I don't know, but I want to say right now, show of hands, who wants OKC to win the finals? Okay, now a show of hands, who wants to see the Pacers win the finals?
I mean, I'm pretty sure we all want to see the Pacers win the finals.
Okay.
They play basketball the right way. Like, they got 10 people on a nightly basis scoring over 10, 15 points. Like, it's kind of hard to stop that, especially when they're moving the ball. And OKC, on the other hand, they got one of the best defensive teams in the league. last night they didn't pass that much. It was all ISO basketball for them. They had like 10 or 11 assists as a team. That's crazy.
How can the Pacers improve their transition offense and capitalize on fast break opportunities in this next game?
I mean, that's what they're going to have to do in order to beat the Thunder. Is transition basketball, keep a fast pace. They're the best fast break team in the NBA. So, oh yeah, for sure. Like feed the hot hand, like they've been doing.
Give me a perfect bench rotation. We're going first one, Sam, then D-Rock.
Benedict Mathurin, he was killing them last game, so we would definitely want to feed that hot hand. Obi Toppin, Nimrod for 3. I mean, there's a lot. They got a lot of players.
Give me your solid 3. Who needs to be on the court most of the time? Not too much to fatigue them, but for the majority of the game. Besides Tyrese Halliburton,
Miles Turner, Nimrod, and Pascal Siakam.
Do you agree with that, D-Rock?
Yes, I agree with that, honestly. And I noticed that their transition offense really plays a big role on that point guard coming off the bench. What was his name? McCollum?
Mm-hmm.
McCollum, man, I've been seeing this guy. He is on his tiptoe when it comes to these steals. He is getting straight steals out there, man. He's still in the game. He is the entertainment of this whole game. And honestly, the rotation, I would say Siakam, when you get this guy the ball, he's already won a ring with Toronto. He has experience, and when you isolate him, this guy's a big man. He's going to shoot over you, and that's what I noticed about this whole team is they're real strong. They're real aggressive. They love getting steals, and it's all about offense, and then defense.
What do you think about that subject, Samuel? So, do you think that there's any way he could be more aggressive with his game?
I mean, yeah, he should definitely bully Chet in the post a little bit more instead of settling for threes because he's a little body down there. Like, you're bigger than him.
We got to get him in foul trouble as well.
Yeah, get him in foul trouble. Get that lanky ass nigga out of there.
I want you to explain a little bit what you mean by foul trouble for the people who may be new to basketball watching.
I mean, foul trouble, you make them foul you early, like draw fouls. How SGA is drawing all these fouls.
Okay, so I want to say this right here. You get Miles Turner down at the block. That is right near the freaking rim, okay? You pass him the ball, you isolate, get everybody out of there. It's just one-on-one now. It's Turner versus Chet. Now, Chet and Turner, they're around the same size, but when it comes to body weight and experience, Turner got it all the way. And what's going to happen with that is you take a couple dribbles, you turn it face towards the hoop, you pump fake, you give him that good, strong pump fake, he's going to jump in the air. He wants that block, because he's been having a lot of blocks. So what that is then you're going to go back up, shoot the ball, get him to foul you, and guess what? If he gets 6 fouls, he's out of there. They need this guy as their big man. Now, who's going to come in? They have a strong bench player for OKC for Chet, but he doesn't even play 5 minutes, because they get him in there just for a body, for fresh legs, and that's it. So that is the foul trouble that we want to see Chet get into. And Turner, when he's real aggressive, he doesn't want to get in foul trouble as well. So it goes both ways.
Okay, what surprised you guys most about last night's game on the OKC side?
SGA's comeback in the fourth. The Pacers were up damn near all game, and especially in the third. I think they went in like up 7 or 9 or something like that, and they came back and won. SGA had no assists, 35 points, and I forgot how many were in the fourth, but he was tearing them up.
So look, man, last night's game was really great. I seen the first half at the house, second half at the restaurant. I had to get the wings, I had to get the drinks in there.
And what was? Hold on, let's get into it. What'd you order?
I ordered a spicy garlic wings, man. Yeah, and then a blue drink and a beer on the side, man. Shout out Corona.
Shout out Buffalo Wild Wings. We go in there, we go straight to the bar. We don't sit down.
So let me get straight to it. So what I seen with the first half compared to the second half it was real street ball. Everybody was trying to do their little and ones, their little Iversons, and they were not competing as well as they usually do. And it looked like everybody was fatigued. They were not really ready, and it was real struggle ball in the moment shooting. And, Second half, they got it together. They started warming up. They got their assist game up. They got their points up. And then you've seen the role players come out with the points because it adds up. These numbers add up out here, man.
Bro, I see they did a much better job attacking SGA last night, though. Like, for the first 2 quarters at least. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, they got to play better defense on him. And he's an MVP of the league, so you got to make him work for those points, and like they've been doing. But some nights you're just going to he's going to drop 30 on you. That's just how it is.
He gets to those spots where he knows it's a hot spot, and he knows exactly where he can hit it. He gets to that corner, and everybody knows if you ever played basketball, you ever shot a basketball, where your hot spots are at. So in his mind, he has an IQ of where he wants to go, how he wants to jump. He doesn't do all this extra shenanigans where everyone else wants to look good for the show. He gets there, he fundamental basketball, he drops it off, he gets back on D, and this guy, I read about him. He runs about 5 miles every 2 days. So he's in the gym and he's running. He runs every day in the gym. Right. Not just that, not no treadmill work. He'll actually go on the streets and he will run 5 miles a day. If you ever looked at anything about Mayweather and his workout routine, this guy retired and he still ran. Right now, we're taking a look at SGA's pre-workout game. He's hitting every single one with ease, too, as well.
Damn.
He's real relaxed with it. He keeps his form strong, it looks like. Mm-hmm. He's moving different areas, and he's keeping the arc up. He's getting rebounds thrown at him, and he's just, real relaxed with it.
He's a right-hander.
He's a right-hander. He's not a left-hander. And look at that form, man. That form is really good. He keeps a right sleeve on him just in case, someone wants to foul him, and keeps that elbow strong so he doesn't get hit the funny bone. Then he goes in front of the center of the rim.
So do you think practicing is what gets these guys where they're at?
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I mean, hours and hours of practice.
Do you guys think practicing shots or running drills is more important, or they go hand in hand?
I mean, it goes hand in hand. You got to, you can have a jumper, but if you're not quick or don't have enough footwork, you can't get open. So you're just a set shooter.
Right. And you're not going to make spacing enough to even get that shot up. Now, basketball, you run no matter what, but if your leg work is not good, there's going to be people that are going to be in front of you, stopping you.
Game coming up tomorrow night. But I also got some more interesting shit to talk about here. All right. Oh, damn. That's what my phone looks like with no case. What are some potential trade targets that could address the Pacers' needs?
I mean, it's too early to say right now. Their team's put together so well. So if they win the NBA Finals, why change anything? Keep the players that you got. So
I would say it's along with their coaching. The coaching sees how the players are, and he's like, you know what? I'm ready to put these guys to work. They don't really need any more drafts because they have a whole bench, they have a whole team, they have a whole coaching, they have a whole setup. Now, if for the future, yes, if they lose this finals, maybe they want to find someone else to come bring in the help role of getting on the team and helping them get to the next step that they want to be. But as a team right now, they look really great, and I would say they don't really need anything.
How can OKC create a stronger home court advantage tomorrow? Because they already got the advantage. They won last night, so they got the momentum.
Do what you guys were doing in the fourth. They outscored the Pacers 31-17 in the fourth quarter, and ended up winning the game by 7. So, yeah, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, they just gave it up in the fourth. They didn't score. I think the last 3 minutes of the game.
Too many turnovers.
Yeah, way too many.
Too many turnovers. Elaborate on that, bro.
So I did notice that there was a lot of jumping in the air, passing it. Okay, now everybody knows when you see this game, they're like, hold on, you learned that in high school not to jump in the air and pass it because you have only the time to come down to the floor to get that ball off, or it's going to be a travel. Now I've seen a lot of messy passes, kind of rushed. When it's really rushed, you don't really want to go that route. You want to take your time. You want to see where the floor is going to move out with these players. And when you're passing the ball, someone gets a hand on it, it goes out of bounds. And just like this, the refs are going to make a bad call. I've seen a couple of bad calls last night. And when you know it's a bad call, you're going to have to review it. Then it might cost you a timeout, which is costing you time in the game. And that's really what it comes down to. Less turnovers. Look, put it like this. When you get a turnover and the other team gets it, guess what? More turnovers, more points for the opposing team.
Real. And also on the subject of OKC, what does Alex Caruso and J-Dub need to work on not to lose against them tomorrow night's game? I know it's going to be a big deal. They only have had 1 day to train. As we speak, they are in OKC stretching, training, and doing run drills.
Just they got to turn up. They got to turn up. If they don't, Indiana will come in there and they'll be down 3-2.
It's not a good look. Nobody wants to be down 3-2. And I know when they came into this game, they were confident. They weren't too cocky because they showed off their hard work. And it's not about money, man. It's about the hard work and the grind of getting to where you need to be for your family.
So tell me about their family and how their dads are watching and how big of a deal it is to get those millions and millions of dollars.
So, the dad that's on the sideline, tomorrow is Father's Day. So they're going to be there watching and supporting their sons. We got McCollin, his dad, he had a struggled some lifestyle to where he still pushed his son to get to where he needed to be in the finals for the Pacers, being their role player as their bench point guard. Now, Tyrese Halliburton, he likes to have these little interviews after the game and likes to bag on his dad and be like, hey, man, my pops was here. I'm glad he supported me, but them pants he was wearing were out of pocket.
Why do you think, because this rollie on my wrist is hurting my arm, why do you think Tom Thibodeau got fired after 5 seasons? Serious note.
I don't know. That's the best thing that's happened to them since Patrick Ewing.
Elaborate on that.
Probably because he didn't go into the bench like he should have, and they lost the Eastern Conference Finals, but he got them there, and they haven't been to the Eastern Conference Finals in early 2090s.
Yeah, Patrick Ewing was the best thing that came out of there, the Knicks, as far as the players, man. And honestly, I don't really follow the Knicks, but I know Jalen Brunson, he was fatigued. He was tired. And out to the last quarter, Jalen Brunson was very, very tired. Man, this coaching, they got to see where these guys are tired and get some fresh legs in there so he can rest. And the Knicks, they didn't make it too far, but they made it a lot farther than they did with that time.
I believe that Tom Thibodeau, on a serious note, deserved to keep staying with that team because he led them to 4 playoff appearances in 5 years.
Yeah, I feel like he might have got cheated out of his position. When it comes down to these people making these decisions, I don't think it is the NBA commissioner at that point. He has assistants that work for him as far as, we have assistants working for us. And it's all a business scheme. It's a business aspect. And they want to think, who are we going to have coming behind him? They might already had a dude ready to coach the Knicks. It might be an ex-NBA player, Lance Stevenson and Beasley just had a $100,000  1-versus-1. So it may be one of those guys that's an ex-pro that wants to come into coaching now. So you never really know how this goes.
I'm told they need someone who can take them to a championship. What do you guys think about that? They need someone who can get the Knicks to win a championship. And you know what? Jalen Brunson needs to win a championship. So he went to the higher-ups, told them, me and a couple of these other guys, when Tom Thibodeau out, they did a ruling of by hand and got him out of there. Is that something that's actually popular in the basketball community? If the top dog is saying, we don't want you here no more, are you out?
Yes, you're out. And I'm going to tell you like this, man, we got Spike Lee on the side. We got Patrick Ewing. And I can't even name the list of celebrities that are on the side of the court that have so much power that want to put an ear in to this guy in control.
Break it down.
The guys in control, they keep getting all this little hate mail ear. You're like, you know what? Fine. I put up to it. I'm going to go ahead and fire this guy. Are you guys happy now? Right? So, that's what they did. They wanted to fire the guy. And, hey, if next year they don't have the same team, they're going to see, hey, look, oh, man, I regret it. And guess whose ass is going to get chewed? The man in charge, Uncle Sam.
James Dolan and Leon Rose weren't having it no more. They said, if you're not going to get us to win a championship and the top dogs don't want you here no more, it's a popularity contest. Patrick Ewing doesn't like you. Spike Lee doesn't like you. These are the big celebrities from New York, and they got say so. Am I wrong or am I right? I mean,
yes, you're right. And I'm going to just say like this, man, the presidents at Twitter, man. Twitter is a bigger thing, man. Elon Musk took it over, and it's so huge. So everybody sees this social media stuff going on. And when it comes to the answers that they're not getting when it comes to this coaching and the playing and the teams and everything when it comes to not getting a ring, that tells you things and it gets you fucked up and it speaks volumes, man.
New topics. Ashton Hall is a black man who dips his face in water in the morning. Who's familiar with him?
I know who Ashton Hall is.
I don't know who that is.
Do you not know who Ashton Hall is?
No. Man, so I'm going to tell you right now like this. Just of the controversy, what I see about it is, okay, so the video looks nice. Everything looks good. But how come I don't see a clock? How do we know that he's really...
Well, I've seen a clock. I've seen a clock in multiple videos.
But we don't really know for sure. We need someone behind the scenes actually filming this shit and actually vouching. We don't have no vouchers. It's all him. And he edits his own videos.
What do you need to say?
I think that little buff ass nigga does do all them.
Talk to the mic. Get in.
I mean, I think that little buff ass nigga does do all them workouts. He's big as fuck.
Well, how did he lose? How did he lose to ISO speed? How did he lose to ISO speed 4 times running?
Because that nigga's a lot more stockier than him.
Yeah.
And speed is slimmer, so he's a little bit faster. And I mean, they're both really fast. But.
Do you think that killed his legacy when he lost to ISO speed? Because some people are literally thinking he's the fastest nigga in the world or some shit.
No, nigga, one of the Olympic runners is the fastest nigga in the world.
Usain Bolt.
I mean, it was Hussein. Now it's
I know who you're talking about.
You know, if you guys want, and also that's another subject. If you guys want, we could do a whole podcast about just running too.
Yeah, I mean, I can add a lot of stuff in there. You know, my own mom does a marathon run. She wants me to go do a run with her.
Next topic. Aaron the Plumber turns down the fade with 4 extra. How is he doing this? Like, Aaron the Plumber, yeah, I've seen you beat people up, but 4 extra look like a big-ass buff black dude. What do y'all think?
Street politics.
Are y'all familiar with the topic?
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Okay, so what do you guys think 4 extra is just loud? Or do you think he really be knocking niggas out? Because I heard he actually knocked out.
Really look like he be knocking niggas out.
He's probably in the county putting niggas to bed, for real. Sleep, good night.
I got cousins like that nigga. Like, they look just like that nigga. He's acting just like him. So I already know.
Yeah. I feel like Aaron the Plumber turned that fade down because, look, man, maybe he has stuff focused on his life. He's tired of this social media stuff.
But it's for money.
It's for money, but guess what? He even said on the 20-1, I could pull out 100,000 in the bank. Can you, shawty? Have you ever heard of Wendy's? Have you ever heard of Jack in the Box? Yeah. So he's not really gonna spend $100 on a date with no chick because guess what? He has the chicken in his bank account. I feel like he turned down the fade only because there's a lot of street politics into it, and the social media is too much. He was on Zeus Network. He even said Eric Camino was trying to kill him. Along with the team. So he just doesn't like the expenses that comes with the lifestyle. Let's put it like that.
Man, 4 extra big as hell. I think he'll knock Aaron the Plumber out. What's your guys' take? Just a flat out yes or no? Do you think he'll knock him out?
Everything in my bank account on 4 extra.
Like, I'm pretty sure if Aaron the Plumber gets some reach and he can do some jumping around, maybe he can get a couple off on dude first. Yeah. But I'm telling you now, if he could jump around a bit, he might last 20 minutes, not 20 seconds at least. But if dude connects, he's sleeping. 100 men versus the gorilla. I got the gorilla. Who y'all got?
I got the gorilla, and he's real confident. This is one confident gorilla man.
Know damn well I can't fight 100 men, but the first 5 that step up, best believe they're gonna be on a t-shirt.
Yeah. Once I'm done with the first 5, on my grandma's soul, I'm pulling out the switch.
I know damn well I ain't finna win.
Right. Next to it.
But on old block, some of y'all finna wish y'all ain't showed up. On my daughter life.
Gorilla versus 100 men? Who's winning, Virgil?
I would say the gorilla, man. If you're using just no weapons, definitely the gorilla.
What about you?
Gorilla.
Now, another question. Name 10 niggas, right? All they need to be like athletes that you would send at the gorilla for the first people.
Zion Williamson. You go.
We're gonna bounce back. Athletes.
We're gonna bounce back.
I'm going with the Eddie Hall, the world's strongest man. That big ass.
I'm gonna go Myles Garrett for the Cleveland Browns.
I'm gonna go Rampage Jackson. You go.
Shit. John Jones. Nah, not even John Jones. You gotta have a big ass bodybuilder type nigga.
Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, Brock Lesnar. That's a good one.
There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna go Ray Lewis for the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens.
I'm gonna go Sam Sulek. I'll show you guys a picture of him. He's freaking huge. Y'all go again.
I don't think he can fight though.
Looks like he probably could do some damage if he knew how to fight. If a nigga that's built like that knew how to fight.
There's that bodybuilder. He's 6'8" and 440 pounds, and he's on the world's strongest man. What the fuck is his name?
This is the thing about this fucking 100 men versus the gorilla, bro.
You gotta have a nigga that's relatively his size. You said versus Sean Strickland?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's tough.
Show me Shaw.
Now, how big is he?
43. He's 6'8", 440 pounds.
Wow. 440? Muscle?
That's bad.
I think Ryan Shaw's beating the shit out of that man.
I
know Eddie
Ryan
Hall.
Shaw, he hangs out with Eddie Hall, right? Yeah, I know these guys. You know, so if he connects one of those on the gorilla, you know, it might do something, but that gorilla's fucking gonna take him out. Like, think about it. But once you hit a gorilla, he's clawing you, he's scratching you, he's hitting you in the face.
Was that for some money or something?
Nah, he just hopped in the ring with him, and Sean Strickland decided to whoop his ass.
I mean, do you guys think people deserve that, though, if they call out a UFC fighter?
I mean...
Yeah.
You're
running your mouth.
And you're a grown man, too. So that's another grown man, too. And if you're talking about put the gloves on, that's legal. Now, if you're calling out UFC fighters and they're just fighting you in the street, you know, that's going to be, on their hand, they're going to go and get in trouble. But if you call them out, legally sign that paper and put those gloves on, they got every right to beat your damn ass. Am I wrong?
No.
It's legal, right?
Legal.
Yeah.
You know, it is wrong that Trump was taking all these illegal immigrants from the construction jobs. I think that it's a wrong thing for you to come to the construction jobs of men that build this country with their bare hands and taking them back across the border. I don't agree with that. You see what I'm saying? But I get to some extent that they have to enforce the laws. To some small extent, I understand that. But the mass amount of ICE raids that they're sending into the states is just wrong. The mass amount of people that dying behind it and the casualties and the amount of police are shooting rubber bullets is also wrong. But at the same time, if you look at it from the ops perspective, the cops, I mean, they're looking at it like we're attacking them. Right?
Yeah.
What do y'all think about it? Do you think this is all crazy shit going on right now? Like, we're in a damn near alternate universe right now. Go to downtown Seattle right now. Even when I get to downtown Portland, it's going to be some protesting.
So with that being said, let me add to that. I've noticed a lot of things on the news and just online, and even I haven't experienced it in person, but I know 1 year, 2020, there was their own little protest here in Bellevue. People are breaking into the Rolex place. People are breaking into the Nike outlets. They're busting in. They're showing like, hey, look, you guys don't want to do what we say. You guys don't want to give us our illegal rights or our legal rights. Man, guess what? We can show you that we have something to stand for. And that's just what it is. You know, people's families getting broken, man. All because of this guy wants to get on the fucking mic and say, hey, I'm Trump and fuck you and I don't like Mexicans and I'm a racist. No, it's not fair. Brown pride all the way.
Shout out to the Mexicans and all the real niggas.
All the
and
hard
also
workers.
The ones that be in construction workers building this damn town and then damn ICE want to come and take them and put them in a damn place. Who's going to build the country? Don't you know that the Mexicans is the hardest workers? Nigga, and they stick together. That's one problem that we got too. We don't stick together like
everything's so divided, man.
But can I tell y'all something too? Do you see it from a perspective also? If not, I know this would never happen. But say you was a cop and you just had to go do your job, and today's the day that they decided to throw a damn M80 at you niggas, and you get and it blows your foot off. You gonna look at it like it's their fault, huh? You gonna look at it like they the bad guy, huh? Because you know, there is some cops out there that's corrupt, that's going out of their way to fight protesters and run up on them and be aggressive, but there's some out there that's just there. They might even be Mexican, and they're just there because they're a cop. You see what I'm saying? And they're doing what they're told, you know what I'm saying, to make their money to bring back to their kids. But today's the day that they decided to attack some cops. You feel me? So now you got somebody who's hypothetically innocent from the opposing team that we're attacking. You see what I'm saying? So I think for the cops that's assholes, we've all been pulled over by a cop that's not an asshole that lets us go, like, we're cool, you know what I'm saying? But for the cops that's assholes, okay, I get it. They deserve it, you know what I'm saying? Like, the shit that you've been seeing going on, the crazy shit, I get it, you know, they an asshole. But the cops that's not assholes, man, they'd be the best ones if you get pulled over. Am I wrong?
No, you're not wrong, man. They give you a break, and that's what we deserve in America, man. They say America is the home of the free. Well, guess what? There's a lot of people from different countries come over here, and they get the free that they want. You know, everybody's getting these handouts, man. Americans start from the ground up, man. And honestly, we never really get to where we want to be in life as far as, you know, being treated as an American. People from different countries that come over here, they get apartments, they get better funding. You know, they get treated differently. So it's like it becomes an aspect of where we meet in the guidelines of where we want to meet everyone else as far as being treated equally, you know? And I feel like it's a toss-up. And the politics are really something to speak about nowadays. I know that this is going to be a broad subject, so we're going to do a whole nother Real Spill political podcast, and this is already going to be the Real Spill, just random topics that we throw out there. That's cool. Gorillas only eat vegetables, and they're huge. So do you think that humans were meant to eat meat?
Yeah. I mean, if we didn't eat meat, then we wouldn't get the fats to evolve from
where we started.
Evolve our brains as from Neanderthals and Homo sapiens. Like, we wouldn't be smart if we didn't eat meat. Like, we're meant to eat meat in, I don't know, in moderation. Like, the way our bodies were trained back then is we would get meat every so once in a while, like probably 4 days to a week. But yeah, we're supposed to eat meat, just not an excessive amount of meat.
So eating steak every day, like basically eating steak every day, is not good.
It's lean.
Lean meat. I wouldn't say it's bad at all, but you definitely want to
mix it up with some chicken and some
vegetables.
Vegetables, definitely carbs
and other stuff to get your
maybe some
vitamins.
Green maybe a little bit of chicken here and there, some salads and some vegetables.
Or see what the world's strongest men, what their diet is. Most of the time, it's rice and chicken. Like, that's
because it's lean, it's clean,
and yeah, exactly. And they're bulking on that. Like, the people that are doing testosterone, they're like, "Oh, I want to shape my body like this." Those are the ones getting that are vegetarians.
I love this topic.
If you're any type of athlete, like say a football, basketball player, where it's going to be like physically exerting, you shouldn't be a vegetarian. I don't think. Like, there's people that do it, but your body's not meant for that. Like, you need your omega-3s from other places.
So are we meant to eat 3 meals a day?
I don't eat 3 meals a day.
Like humans though in general, or do you think?
I'm gonna say yes, only because guess what? When you have a routine, let's say you work out, you wake up hungry. I mean, it's cool to fast, but when you have these meals, as far as me, like, I know, like, going to jail, there's people that are more healthier being sober and eat 3 meals a day compared to somebody that is not eating 3 meals a day. And you got to look at how they look. Their features look better. You can actually shape your body better, but it's all about what you're eating. If you eat fucking bags of chips and pepperonis, you know.
I mean, and I'll tell you guys even a story to back that up. I used to eat chips and brisk every day. True story. And I was fighting somebody one day, and my arm goes out of the socket. I go, my arm! Like, it's just based off what you're eating. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was still working out. I was still doing cardio and shit, but I was just smoking weed, eating chips, and drinking brisk. I hadn't eaten a real meal in, like, dude.
And guess what?
12 days.
You were eating sugar and you were eating sodium. Now, don't even look at it as chips and brisk. Okay, because you look at what the back and you read what it says. It's basically a lot of sugar, which is in the brisk.
Right.
Less water. Okay. Chips, salt and vinegar chips, chili cheese Fritos, sodium, man. It's all sodium.
I'll tell you guys something right now. I love to eat healthy, but I got a big snacking problem. Does anybody else here feel like they developed a chips addiction?
I had chips for.
I like. For lunch, it depends. Like, I like meals. Eat what I want, though. Like, how I feel. Like, I have a high metabolism, so I can eat anything.
Right.
Let me add to that. So, I would say trail mix is a good one. You know, some people don't like raisins, but, you know, there's a little bit of chocolate in there. So, trail mix, I would say one. Exactly. Now, then when it comes to the chips aspect, yeah, chips are cool, but guess what? My idea is, look, I have a lot of cavities. You know, I've been keeping up with the dentist and everything. I like to eat candy. So when I don't eat candy, I want to develop a new habit to where I'm eating dry fruit. Now dry fruit is my new thing as far as
those banana candy.
Chips. The banana chips or just the mangoes or anything like that. So dry fruit is a better It's a nutritional option that I can use instead of eating gummy bears all the time because that's my favorite. It's sour gummy bears, and that's just what it is. You gotta put in where you can fit in as far as taking care of your health because we know gut problems, growing problems. You wake up in the middle of the night about to take a piss and try to fart, you shit on yourself. Then what are you gonna say? You okay? You're gonna have somebody come. That's what happened to me last night. I'm like, what the fuck?
Get on this subject.
And your asshole doesn't burn like you've been eating fucking hot chips and fucking hot sauce all
How
night.
about if you go to Taco Bell, get you a cheesy gordita, a chalupa,
Oh no.
a soft baked potato soft taco, and you get you some of those cinnamon twists on the side with the nacho cheese just to dip it in? You're going to hell. But I'm just telling you guys what I ate last night for dinner.
Shows tonight, man. Hey, you know where we at, man. You punk rock beezy.
Let me tell you niggas something. There's a show tonight in Portland, Oregon. Slide through. Big booty bitches. Skinny. I like skinny white girls and Mexican girls.
Live till 5. We out in Port PO.
Fuck.